and someone's how you are doing. Welcome back to Healthy Living with Bofa Health and Nutrition Talk Show. I'm Bofa, your host. Last week we talked about why women are more susceptible to sexually transmitted diseases. And I gave so much information on that. I also promised to educate on the best food we can experiment on to keep our feminine healthy. You see, for a vagina health, there are many food items women should keep out of their kitchen and replace them with good ones. So let's talk about this food when we return from the break. Thank you so much for watching. This is Health and Nutrition Talk Show on Bufa TV. I'm your host, Bufa. Let's take a break. Welcome back to the Healthy Living with Bofa Health and Nutrition Talk Show. If you're just joining us today, all right. Today our focus is on the best healthy food that keep our feminine firm, strong, smelling nice, and healthy. That's our focus today. So briefly, before we proceed, I mentioned last week one very important thing recommended for women to do frequently in order to keep your vagina healthy. And that was frequently examine your vaginal pH level. Women must regularly be taking a self-test to ascertain your vagina potential hydrogen level. Why? Because doing this, testing your pH level would protect you from any STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, and will also allow you to act on it if there is any abnormality down there. And this is what we call preventive measure. Yes, and I hope you all learn from that edition. And I want to suggest that if you have not watched that last week video, I encourage you do so, because there is a lot to learn from that particular video if you're a woman. Not only for you, for you alone, but for your children, your girls. Yes. You need it for them. So please, go on our YouTube channel, Healthy Living with Bofa. You'll see right there. Now, many questions came after last week's show. Of course, as usual. This question asked if food can affect the vagina. And my answer was yes. The food we eat, either healthy one or unhealthy food, definitely one way or the other affects our vagina. They have impact on our vagina health. No doubt about it. Just like I promised last week that I will be teaching on the best food, healthy food we can both eat to feel good down there. Healthy food for your healthy vagina. Let's get right into it. Yes, you see, it is recommended women take a feminine health dietary supplement every day. Yes, it is recommended. And what are these dietary supplements before I move on to food? Supplements like probiotic, prebiotic, or cranberry are good for your feminine health. You can also get the 3-in-1 I'm an Ijebu woman. I go for things that make me save money. I save money a lot in so many things. Yes, I do. I was using this one, which is Cranberry, probiotic, prebiotic separately before. I don't really take probiotic because I take yogurt a lot. When I have my smoothie, I had yogurt. And when I take yogurt by itself, I had almond and some other things. I snack on that. So I don't really take pill because I'm taking real food, which contain probiotics. But I take cranberry. I also drink cranberry, but not often. I take this one when I'm not in the house, when I don't have access to whole fruits, when I don't have concentrated cranberry in my house, I take this. And when I travel, of course, I can't go with cranberry fruit. I can't go with concentrated cranberry juice. I go with this. And this is what I give when I come to Nigeria. This is one of the souvenirs that I give to women. This particular cranberry. Now, when I discovered this is what I mean by 3-in-1. It is called prebiotic, probiotic, and cranberry. When you want to look for it on internet, on the website, maybe Amazon or any other supplement store, GNC, vitamin shops, all those stores, you want to look for probiotic with prebiotic and cranberry. That's the way they put it. So you don't have to buy it separately. You save money and you save time of taking it one after the other. You just take 2 pills every day. That is this one. And the last one I'm going to mention is Balance Complex. This Balance Complex contains oregano extra, black walnut, mushrooms, and more. You know what oregano does? I use oregano as my seasoning. When I'm boiling, when I'm baking, when I'm cooking, whatever I'm cooking, I use oregano as my seasoning. It's right there. Black walnuts, mushroom to my salad. So, what is pizza and more. So this Balance Complex, if you don't have access to this oregano, black walnut, mushroom, you can get this Balance Complex and take it every day for your vaginal health. All these supplements are very, very good for our feminine health. Please experiment on them. Not just once a week, every day. Yes, every day. So now let's go to the main food. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I proceed to foods, there is something I would like you to pay attention to. You want to pay attention to all this when you are buying the supplements and foods. You want to read the labels. Number 1, read the label to get familiar with the dosage. You want to, if the instructions says take 2 pills once a day or twice a day, do exactly what it says. Don't do what you feel. Do what the instruction says on that label of that product. And that applies to any product that have instruction, both the skin products, the supplements, even that some food that comes in package that you want to, the supplement that is not for the vagina, for your skin. You want to go by the instructions on the label. The next thing you want to be aware of is the words USDA, organic, and non-GMO certified. You're going to see it on the products. Yes, pay attention to these 2 signs. It's like a logo on that product. You see, non-GMO certified means not genetically modified organisms product. And one negative thing about genetically modified organisms is that they do not have an antibiotic feature, which makes the person consuming it to be prone to viral, bacterial, or diseases in general. So you want to buy the supplement that is not modified. Please look for non-GMO products and the one that is approved by USDA, US Department of Agriculture. That means it has gone through their table, they have tested it, and they approve it for consumption. Yes. Now let's talk about foods. The chemistry students, we understand what I'm about to say. They would understand it better. You see, remember way back in chemistry class, we learned that pH is the measure of how basic or acidic something is. Just like the pH measurement you came up with in the lab. The vagina also has a pH, and it is an acidic one. Like I said last week, the good pH level of a vagina must read between 3.5 to 4.5 on a scale of 0 to 14. Everything from exercise to stress to sex can change the pH of your vagina. But when your vagina is in good health, it can usually maintain its pH balance all on its own. Do you understand? So when your pH is good, you don't have problem with your vagina down there. Your vagina maintain itself. Yes. We don't want vagina pH to fluctuate. When vagina pH does shift, the vagina becomes a better environment for bacteria and other organisms to grow, leading to yeast infection and especially bacterial vaginosis, an itching infection that may also leave you smelling. Now, here is where the nutritional power of yogurt comes in. Yogurt is a probiotic. If you remember, I mentioned a few minutes ago that I take yogurt instead of the pill. I don't take probiotic pill, supplement. Why? Because I take yogurt a lot. Why do I take yogurt a lot? Because yogurt is a probiotic, meaning it contains live bacterial cultures. And variety that contain a bacteria called Lactobacillus acidophilus may help keep the pH of the vagina in the acidic range, driving down the risk of yeast and other types of infections. Yes, other types of infections. So prebiotics can help keep vagina pH at the same level, no matter what else is going on. So women take yogurt regularly. And for those of you that live in a country where you don't have access to buy this yogurt, that is why I said go for either probiotic, prebiotic, cranberry, or go for 3-in-1. Food is concentrated cranberry juice. Yes. The reason why you are taking cranberry is, this is one of the reasons why. Apart from flushing your system, cleansing it, it also prevents or ease a urinary tract infection. But the healthy sounding seed may be less effective than most people think. Yes, it's often loaded with sugar too. Instead, I suggest you want to drink concentrated cranberry juice if you are prone to UTI, urinary tract infections. There is a particular ingredient in cranberry called PAC, PAC, a type of plant compound that makes the bladder slippery, and therefore more resistant to E. coli, the bacteria that links to the most common type of urinary tract infection. There is more pack in the concentrated form of the juice, since concentrated cranberry is closer to the real juice, real fruit, I mean. The more you drink, the higher the likelihood that you flush out the bacteria before they breed and begin triggering telltale symptoms like pale white peel. And I suggest you stick to just cranberry food or pure cranberry tablets, because where you are, especially those that live in Africa, you hardly see fruit, cranberry fruit, and concentrated cranberry juice. So it's better you go for the peel, cranberry tablet, or if you have access to get the 3-in-1, that is good for you. Because these two types work even better compared to sugary and diluted drinks. If I don't take peel, I take cranberry fruit. That I see a lot in the store. So you want to be careful of what you eat. I mean, when it comes to cranberry, you want to be careful whether you go for the drinks or not. So the next one is drink. And this is essential nutrient. Yes, it is essential nutrient because staying well hydrated helps boost energy and circulation. And it has positive benefit for your lady beats as well. Yes. So it is recommended that women who are experiencing vaginal dryness drink 6 to 8 ounce glasses of water every day. Yes. Just like dehydration can make the skin of your face or hands feel parched, skipping on water might make the skin of your vulva, the external part of your genitalia, feel dry or itchy. And when you scratch, scratching that itch could make you more susceptible to infection. So don't risk it at all and stay hydrated. And in addition, drinking enough water is a simple way to help prevent UTIs, urinary tract infections. All that liquid means you will have to pee often, which helps flush out bacteria before they have a chance to create an infection. That is it. It's just simple as that. The next one is ginger. Ginger is a powerful root. Yes. I must have it in the house. Whether I'm strong or I'm weak, whether I'm sick or I'm strong, I must have ginger in the house and I must take it. Recently, my son had cold. I feel it's a bacteria because it's having sore throats, itching, coughing, sneezing, eye watery, and so. What I did was cooking ginger with lemon and turmeric. And just drop a little bit honey after cooking it. One glass of it, 2 to 3 times a day. Within 24 hours, the bacteria died. That is a perfect example of the power you have in ginger. Ginger is just as effective as ibuprofen for relieving painful period-related cramps. Ibuprofen falls into a class of pain meds called non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or you can call it NSAIDs, which, as the name implies, it fights inflammation, includes some that causes period pain. So ginger is well known for its anti-inflammatory properties. So it may work. It may work to quell cramps in a similar way. Even a batch of ginger tea will be helpful. You want to add table teaspoon of fresh ginger root, the powder, to water and let it steep for 15 minutes before straining it. Add 2 teaspoons of ginger powder in the water. Yes, like a warm water. And let it steep for about 15 minutes. Then strain it and drink. It's doing wonders down there. Apart from your body, down there is doing wonders. Killing the bacteria. Making you feel good. And when you smell ginger, you smell nice odor coming out. Nice smell. And it's also spicy. When you have cold, you drink that, it makes your nostril open and you feel good. The next one is avocado. Yes, avocado is once called testicle tree. Why? Because it has amazing benefits. In addition to providing potassium, antioxidant, fiber, and a range of key nutrients, the healthful monounsaturated fat in avocado has been shown to help boost level of hormones associated with vaginal lubrication, which means avocado also contains vitamin B6, which has been shown to elevate PMS symptoms, premenstrual symptoms, like bloating and fatigue. So you can also eat this. You can add it to your salad. You can eat it on bread. You can do so many things with your avocado. You can also eat sweet potatoes that are high in vitamin A, which helps strengthen muscle tissues for strong, healthy vaginal wall. Yes, that is what it does. It strengthens muscle tissue for strong vaginal walls. Next is food with omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish. You want to experiment on any food that contains omega-3 fatty acid. You get it from fish, from nuts, from olive oil. What does it do in your body or down there? It promotes heart health and circulation around the body. Now, why is it important for the vagina? Why this omega fatty acid is important for the vagina? It is important because it keeps the blood flow pumping down there, which is a major boost for your sex drive. But that is not the only thing that beneficial to your lady parts. A study shows that women who consume a diet rich of these omega-3s were 22% less likely to develop endometriosis than those who didn't. Spinach is also good. Spinach is good for you because it's rich in magnesium, a mineral that decreases inflammation in blood vessels and increases blood flow. So basically, spinach provides you mineral that increases arousal and makes sex more pleasurable. You will feel, if you are a woman, you will feel, if you are a woman, you will find it easier to have an orgasm, and men will find that erection come more naturally if you eat spinach. So basically, you and your spouse should go for spinach salad. And whether tonight or anytime, just make sure you add spinach to your meal. Yes, add it to your diet. A researcher from Harvard University, listen to what they said. They found that women who ate food rich in flavonoid camphor, like broccoli, saw their risk for ovarian cancer reduced by 40%. That is why you must eat broccoli. If you live in a country that you can find it, such as US, I'm not sure if they have it in Europe or Canada. I'm sure they have it anyway. So you want to experiment more on broccoli because it reduces by 40% the risk for ovarian cancer. I've mentioned about 3 to 4 things now that can be reduced if you eat those foods. They can reduce ovarian cancer. Carrots is another good food. Yes, it's another good veggie because researchers also found that women who consume luteolin found in carrots, cabbage, and pepper. That's another one. Yes. What you need to do now is to tell your spouse, tell your friends, your wives, your sisters, your nieces, cousins, tell them to eat more veggies, such as carrot, cabbage, also pepper, and more. Now, food high in vitamin C, such as strawberries, bell peppers, and citrus fruit are important for upping your immune system and fighting infection down south. When I say down south, I mean down there. Down there, down south. Yes. If you are feeling a little dry before sex, try snacking on flax seeds. Flax contain a rich phytoestrogens that help increase your estrogen levels and lubricate the vagina. That is why you want to experiment on flaxseed. You can take the oil, you can use it to cook. I have it in my house. I use the oil. I have the seed that I blend with my smoothie. All this, I'm telling you, this is what I eat. Yes, I have them in my pantry. Yes, I have them there. It's not I'm giving you what I don't eat. Even I tell you to eat something, I have experimented on it. I've seen the effect on my body or my family before I can come here and tell you. I won't tell you what I don't know. Not at all. Before I tell you something, I must have experimented on, I must have tested it before I come here and see it telling you. Yes. Bananas are one of the top source of potassium, which helps to counteract the effect of food high in sodium. If you have high blood pressure, that means you have high sodium in your body. They will tell you to eat banana. Why? Because you want to counteract the effect of that sodium in your system. Salty foods can not only diminish blood flow to the genitals, which can make it more difficult to reach orgasm, but sodium can also make you bloated. It can make you feel bloated. And this is not cute at all. It is not good at all. So this is the plenty of reasons to eat more bananas, especially when you have high blood pressure going on in your body. And now you want to make sure that you feel good down there. You want to prevent your feminine area from this bacteria, from this infection. Eat more bananas. There is a reason why people go nut for nut. Yes, it is because their health benefits don't lie. Not like almond and peanut contain a rich source of vitamin E, which for your lady parts means strong vagina walls and muscles. And stronger muscles are crucial for delivering a baby. Can you now see the reason why you want to eat nut? You want to have vitamin E in your body. In fact, if I were you, aside coconut oil, I will be using vitamin E oil to moisturize my dance out. Yes. I will add it to my pantry, to my skincare cabinets. I have them there. My skincare cabinet contains vitamin E, vitamin C, contains wonderful things that you can apply on your body. Yes, and I don't run out of it. I make sure I don't run out of all this. Another thing you should know about vitamin E is it combats dryness by hydrating your vaginal mucous membranes, making it wetter, which is great for sex. Eat nuts to get your vitamin E. Next is citrus, oranges, grapefruit, lemon, and more. These are the citrus I'm talking about. What do these citrus, these fruit, all have in common? Now, not are they only packed with vitamin C, because we all know that citrus is rich in vitamin C, which we know is good for a healthy vagina. But research found a link between the flavonoids found in citrus fruit decrease the risk of ovarian cancer too. I mentioned carrots, I mentioned vitamin C, I mentioned broccoli. These are the food that decrease the risk of ovarian cancer. So you want to experiment more on that. And I told you last week, I mentioned that if before a woman can be diagnosed of ovarian cancer, that means it's possible you are HPV positive. Human papilloma virus is positive. So this is the quickest way most ladies get ovarian cancer. So if you, and how do you get this HPV? I told you, you have to contract it skin to skin. And it's a man and woman disease. Man can get it, woman can also contract it. And once you contract this HPV, if care is not taken, if the treatment is not administered immediately, you are likely to get ovarian cancer or cervical cancer. Now, the same study that found a link between the flavonoid found in citrus fruit to decrease the risk of ovarian also found that women who drank black tea daily had a 31% reduced risk of ovarian cancer. Black tea, that's another one. It reduced the risk of ovarian cancer due to tea's high flavonoid content. I drink black tea every morning. So make the most of the benefits of tea and drink black tea regularly. Look for it in the store and make sure you buy the original one. And there are a lot of fake teas out there. Yes. Now, if you noticed that your libido is mere, I mean M-I-A, mere, missing in action, then grab a glass of red wine. If your libido is not working, grab a glass of red wine. Because the study shows that women who drank 1 to 2 glasses of red wine had heightened sexual desire compared to ladies who did not. Yes. Compared to ladies who did not drink this. What makes the elixir so beneficial is a rich antioxidant profile that triggers nitric oxide production in the blood, which relaxes arteries walls and increases blood flow down there. Not to mention, red wine's high flavonoid content could help with ovarian cancer prevention as well. Yes. Can you now see that every food I've been mentioning since I started food are those foods that can prevent, that can reduce the risk of cancer, especially ovarian cancer. So you want to experiment on all these foods. They are very important. Of course, they are right there in the store for you to come, get them and eat them and feel good so that you don't go to any doctors all the time. Apart from going there, consuming time that you need to use or channel to another important thing, you are as well spending money, especially those of you that pay out of pocket. You can still prevent this thing with the food you eat. You have all those food there. Some of you have a lot of seasoning, the spices, the all these herbs there. They don't use it, they don't drink, they don't eat. They just stock them. They decorate their homes with those foods. Some of you don't know what you eat do in your body. Yeah, all those food you eat, you don't know what they do in your body. If you know, you will know that everything you have in your house are edible and they are powerful because they are essential in your body. They determine your optimal health. Eat them. Eat them. Now, let's talk about the worst food you don't want to eat. The worst food that can affect your vagina. You want to stay away from. Number one is candy. And why candy? It is candy because a little dark chocolate can alleviate the frustration of PMS, premenstrual syndromes, such as bloating and fatigue and so on. But in general, excess sugar is not vagina friendly. If you like to eat sugar, definitely you'll be having one thing's going on with your vagina all the time. You will be prone to UTI or elder vaginal infections. And you won't know this is the cause. That is the most, aggravating part of it. You won't know that what you are, because some of you don't know what you eat. You don't know the effect of what you eat. The power in the food you eat, you don't know. So when you are prone to sugar like that, one way or the other, you may be having urinary tract infection all the time. And you won't know this is the cause. I am telling you today now to cut back on that. Yes, if you are prone to yeast infection, especially, I beg, cut back on sweet and food. Yeah. Since sugar can promote yeast growth in the vagina, and yeast tend to thrive in sweet and moist environments. That is what sugar does. Eating food high in sugar can change the pH of your vagina, allowing it for an overgrowth of yeast and other infection-causing organisms. And the last one I'm going to mention is alcohol. You want to say, why is she mentioning alcohol? She just mentioned red wine. Yes, I mentioned red wine because it's good for your heart and also good for your vagina. Of course, it is recommended medically. However, Alcohol also worsens menstrual cramps in some women. The recommendation is to stick to no more than one alcoholic drink a day or one drink every other day. Ladies and gentlemen, my honorable viewers, the bottom line is a clean vagina is a happy and healthy vagina. And if you are not being careful, some advice go way overboard, which can result in damage, discomfort, and disruption to your vagina. So be careful of the information or content you see online. Be self-aware and health conscious of who you listen to or who you receive information from to avoid error and health disaster. Our priority on this platform is to make sure preventive measures are taken by individuals in our community. Yes, we must all take precautions if we really want a healthy quality of life. Let us stop it before it happens. That is the prevention. So the advocacy today is protect you and yours. Let us stop here so that we can come back next week with another health and nutrition information. I'm Bofa, a health and wellness advocate. Have a good and productive week, everyone. Good night. And thank you for staying with us. Bye.